Let's paint some colourful landscapes using only 5 colours. For this July 2023 trio, I decided to go back to my travelling character. The green in this colour palette most definitely made me think landscapes over kitties, so the choice was rather easy. But I still needed to make a ton of different sketches before I landed on 3 ideas that I wanted to work on using this colour palette. In this first image, I really struggled to figure out where to place the orange colour. As this is a challenge I run, I tend to post images on different social media platforms with the colour palette on the image. Therefore, I felt this pressure to use that orange in the image, though I'm actually kind of certain that it would look great without it, because that would make the forest seem darker and colder and less friendly, which is kind of what I was going for. Sometimes I see these things much better in hindsight, but that doesn't mean that the choices I made at the time are invalid. One of my favourite things about the second image is the angle of the image itself, both that we're seeing things from overhead, but also how the character is moving diagonally through the format. When seeing the process again, I think it could have been a bit better with more white on the actual ground, as that would cool down the image a bit and add even more contrast. Looking at things in hindsight sometimes means you'll tear apart an image you've made, and maybe even an image you love. This can sometimes seem really counterintuitive and maybe even a bit mean. However, it doesn't mean that I regret either making that picture or that I'm looking down at the choices I made at the time. I'm seeing the image with fresh eyes and not judging how good it is. And this is definitely something that comes with practice, and the important thing to remember is to keep things constructive. Find what you'd like to change and why, rather than making notes of things you just dislike. The aim isn't to give yourself or the image hate. You just want to find ways that you can make it or future images better. So when you're looking back at your work, there is no need to be so hard on yourself. You did the best you could at the time, and the image in question is a stepping stone towards something better. Thank you so much for watching. More process videos are up on my YouTube channel, and you can find more of my work on my website and on social media.